Hey guys, Marsengen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be doing the new Tech side banner Vegeta versus the Metal Cooler Core. This is the last of the major bosses that I usually do videos for that I have not done yet, right? Because I don't really see the point of doing videos of new units against Omega. I think as a community we can all agree that that fight is basically a joke now. So the main ones I like to do are Cell Max, Red Zone Broly, and the Metal Cooler Core. I obviously did the Metal Cooler Core one for Goku. Goku had pretty good performance because it was his showcase. I obviously kept both the Gokus on main rotation, and 2 turns in a row, dodged the Metal Cooler Core super attack. So definitely a very good performance. And we're going to see what we can get out of Vegeta here. So Vegeta fully built up in this first turn now. Took 5 hits. Unfortunately, despite the few extra multis I've done since my original summon stream, including using the top grossing stones from today to do one more, I still have yet to pull any dupes for this Vegeta. So mine is 55%. He is full level 10 links, but obviously that is something to bear in mind when we look at his numbers, especially defense-wise. Obviously we saw here on this first turn, he was able to build up fairly quickly to taking double-digit damage from the normal attacks, but we still took a fairly reasonable chunk of damage from the super attack, which, you know, fortunately we had guard, otherwise we'd just be straight up dead. But to be fair, I probably wouldn't put Vegeta in, well, I say probably, I wouldn't put Vegeta in slot 1 if he didn't have guard, right? So God Goku just dodging away in the 3rd slot there. That's what we like to see. I'm going to be running the God Gokus off rotation on this run. So how do I... Let's get these rainbow orbs here for you, because then I can leave these physical orbs at the side here so we could get a nice heal from the other God Goku. And everyone on this rotation should be fine, right? The gods are going to get at least 2 supers in the middle. They have guard because it's their first turn. Obviously, God Goku, we got the rainbow orb, so he has the extra defense. And then physical God Goku in slot 3. I feel like against movie bosses in particular, this team build is really, really good. The only thing is, you know, I was going to say I'm not happy about, but it'll be fine. The only thing that's not optimal, I guess, about this particular setup is the fact that we had STR Carnival Goku in slot 7. And honestly, this is one of the events that's really good for getting him built up early on, because you obviously have to fight the Metal Cooler army for 3 turns. So if he's on turn 1, you're going to get 2 turns guaranteed where he's going to be able to take a certain number of hits. And then obviously, depending on the rotation, where the attacks are laid out, kind of depends like where you're going to put him on the turn. But I've had it happen before, even in videos. I'm sure you can go back and find one. I don't know if it was specifically the showcase of STR Carnival Goku against Metal Cooler Core, but you can, if you get lucky enough with the attack placements, you can actually get him to be hit 10 times on the first turn, which is pretty cool. So alright, so on this turn, Vegeta fully built up. Honestly, I'm still impressed that at 55%, fully built up, he's getting the defensive support from STR Carnival Goku, which is pretty significant, right? It's 50%. But he's basically at 500k defense with guard. So that definitely is very good, right? So we'll go ahead and grab these. So we can grab Tech Orbs for you, and then STR Orbs for you. Get a nice bit of healing on the go here. So we're going to take double-digit damage from the normal attacks. Hopefully we can attack first before we get supered. There we go. So 4.5. Now, his attack stat can build up to an okay level, and we did get the crit. But that's the one thing, especially at 55%. If we're not critting, especially against type disadvantage, he's not going to be doing crazy amounts of damage. But again, that's just a byproduct of him being 55%. So he is certainly my most wanted banner unit for dupes. Although I say that, I'm fairly sure at this point I have, apart from Int Tora, I'm fairly sure I have like every banner unit rainbowed now. I think actually I might need 1 copy of the AGL Jacko still, but I never use him. I pulled one during the summons on this God Goku banner, but alright, look at that. Bunch of hits in the last slot, no super, so good bit of build up for the Carnival Goku. So now what we will do is we go ahead and do this, get the 2 rainbow orbs for you, Let me make sure the skip is on here so we can... Yeah. I will be transforming Vegeta, so I want to turn it back on for him, but we're going to do this because we transform the gods here, and then we can get 3 rainbow orbs. So we get a nice bit of dodge. We also get to action break the first attack of the turn. So hopefully, if he is supering anyone, well, I say anyone other than God Goku, he's only attacking in slot 1 and 2. If he's supering in slot 2 here, hopefully it's the first attack, right, and we cancel it. Otherwise, we just have to hope that the gods will get the dodge. Ideally, he just supers God Goku after he supers here, and then we're not going to take very much damage at all. But we shall see. Super now? Okay. Alright, well, gods, I'm relying on you here. You're going to action break the first attack. Let's hope that's the super, like I said. Or at least worst case scenario, worst case scenario is we get hit by the super and die. Second best scenario, I guess, is that we just dodge a super as the second attack. Best case scenario is the first one was the super, which is now disabled, and then boom, there we go. So, obviously with no scouter effects, we have no way to know. I think I'm going to go ahead and just assume that we did action break the super. It is obviously possible that he just wasn't going to super this turn at all, but that's boring, right? We're gonna say that the gods came in clutch with that action break and saved us from getting a super, which they could have dodged anyway, but you know, where's the fun in that, right? So look at God Goku just going off here, 11 million. God Goku, I feel like, I don't know, because he's such a powerful unit, I don't know if there's any teams where I would like recommend you run him as a floater, because obviously we're really only doing it here because of the see, why did you have to seal him? I have this horrible feeling that if I now play out the turn like this, for example, we're not going to get another turn. Because that's so annoying. I should have bought a Senzu Bean. I always bring the Whis just in case, but it's so annoying. I always forget that Metal Cooler does this as well. Super, super annoying. But I guess we'll go ahead and see. So 420k defense with no defensive support now on the rotation. I am actually quite curious to see how well we tank a super here, because 55%. What sort of buff does he actually? Let me double check. I keep forgetting. Does he actually get any kind of buff? Because he doesn't raise defense on his super attack effect. Yeah, he doesn't actually get any extra defense when attacking in this form. So the fact that he's sealed actually doesn't make any difference. He will have the same defense after he attacks that he would have before he attacks anyway. So it literally doesn't make any difference. God Goku would die. Oh, sorry, Carnival Goku in the middle, because he's not going to take any hits first. I think he would actually get one shot by a super. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the Whis here anyway. Because as much as I want to see how much Vegeta would take from a super, we die if Carnival Goku gets super attacked. And I would rather get to the next turn. Oh, we get supered. Damn. How much is this going to do with the Whis? Yeah, so it still does 191k. Whis is what, 40% damage reduction? So, as far as I'm aware, that means, like, I can't do the exact calculation on the spot in my head, but if the Whis is only giving you 40% damage reduction, and we took 200k, then we live, right? Because if it was 50% damage reduction, then in theory the super attack would have done 400k, which is a decent amount of damage, obviously, but from the Metal Cooler core at 55%, 400k from a super is pretty good, right? Like, there's no way it does more than 400k if a Whis is only giving us 40% damage reduction, right? So that is actually pretty impressive. I've said it before in all these videos that I've done. It is a bit disappointing that I've not been able to pull dupes. So basically every one of these showcases has only been him at 55%. But if that's the kind of damage that he's taking at 55%, like, I really, really want to see him at full level 10 links. Like, he will actually go crazy. So I'm not going to get the double rainbow orbs with you because we have a Whis active. I don't want to get... see, let's do this, I guess, right? So we will get the second super, but we're not doing crazy amounts of damage. And then you get the same amount of defense raise regardless of which super you do. So let's only get a 12 key super. With the Whis still active, we shouldn't be able to die this turn. And then I swear, if he seals Vegeta again on the next turn, I'm going to be very disappointed. Because once you transform into the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, you are essentially relying on him to super. Otherwise, he's basically useless for the rotation, right? Because his defense goes down, and he becomes a unit that gets all of his defense on super. And then, of course, he has built-in chances to additional super and built-in chances to crit. So even though he could crit on the multiple normals, if he's sealed, he's just really not providing anything to the rotation, right? Like, he's still going to have guard, but he's not going to be, like, super impressive in any way, shape, or form when he's sealed. So that is something to bear in mind, right? If you're bringing him into an event where he could get sealed, he's just obviously not going to be anywhere near as good if that is the case. So don't do it. Don't do it. Alright, good. So let's go ahead and transform. See. I think whoever I put in slot 1, he would die. We did too much damage. Alright, let's do the... I didn't actually even turn it off. Oh my god, I'm pressing it and it's not doing it. But I'm instinctively pressing it and then going straight to the back button. So we'll transform. Man, if I put God Goku in slot 1, unless I deliberately don't get 6 orbs, but then he won't guard. So if I put God Goku in slot 1 and he gets the additional super, we'll kill him. If I put Carnival Goku in slot 1, I guess I could use a Whis and then only get the 12 key super. I just want to see Vegeta like go off and actually do some damage, but I guess that's the closest we can get. I mean, from what I've seen so far, obviously the Super Saiyan 1 Vegeta, very good in terms of defense. The fact that he will live a super from the Metal Cooler Core at 55% is insane. But yeah, see, all his attack and defense, his 100% attack and defense is on super attack, not on just on normal attack. So it is good that he didn't get sealed. But all right, so we'll do this. We'll do this. Wait, did I use the Whis? I did. Okay, good. And then we just have to hope that we don't get supered in slot 1 here as the first attack. Okay. It should now be fine. Because we're not getting an 18 key super with Carnival Goku, so he's not raising his defense anymore. But as long as he doesn't go ham, because he could like double super, double crit, but don't crit? Of course you did. Alright, fine. That's fine. We take those. Alright, so no support. Vegeta 5.2. I love the super attack animation. Like, we watched the movie in the Discord before the banner dropped, and like his super attack is just like frame for frame, especially this close up as well. So good. Another one? Yeah, see, that's what we wanted. That's the ending to the video I wanted, and we managed to get it to play out. So Vegeta, with that buff against movie bosses, triple super, triple crit, takes out the Metal Cooler Core. So yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of discussion on the timeline about him versus Piccolo, STR Piccolo. It's kind of difficult for me to try and make like a comparison video, because obviously my Piccolo is Rainbow and this Vegeta is 55%. But I do think he is the best like side banner unit. Piccolo probably is a very close second, but yeah, this Vegeta is just absolutely crazy. I mean, I guess to be fair, like Piccolo does the same things, right? Like he can tank the Metal Cooler Core. He doesn't do anywhere near as much damage though. And obviously when you transform Vegeta, he loses his support. So in that respect, he becomes slightly worse than Piccolo. But the damage output, he then overtakes him by quite a significant amount. So let me know what you guys think of Vegeta down below. Hopefully when we get the easy A's and we get the stones from that, maybe I'll get blessed with a dupe. But I guess it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts on TEQ Vegeta down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.